Well, I had something trying to pull my pants down walking around the capital the other day, and it wasn't a nice young woman or anything like that. It was this little turkey. There's 20 ounces of fine silver. Now your 999 is basically 99.9% pure, and they refer to that as fine silver. If you get some rings, you'll flip them over, and in the inner side of the ring, or on the back or underneath things, you'll see 925. That's sterling silver. It's 92.5% silver, 7.5% copper, and they do that. They put the copper in it basically to stop it tarnishing as quickly. Don't throw it away because it's good stuff, sterling, but the real investment grade is your pure stuff. And this is an ingot, and some people like to call them a bar, you know, and it's a heavy little sod, take my word for it. And there's your Perth Mint stamp. Now that is recognisable internationally. I've seen Americans talking about buying gold from the Perth Mint and everything like that. You can get gold certificates, and the Perth Mint will hold it inside its vault. And you hand back your certificate and you can pick it up in the physical. But everybody seems to go for the ingots, or bars as they like to call them, because they love the idea of having a bar, but these have been fake. Now these have been bought from the Australian Bullion Company, and there's ways that they do things like use gamma rays to tell if there's lead inside, because they often fill them up with lead when they make fake ones, and basically you're buying a big hunk of old bloomin' car battery, and you know, they x-ray them and stuff like that to check that they're the real deal. But I think with their gamma rays they've got this machine at another place that's associated with them, and they've probably got this machine at the back of the Australian Bullion Company as well, and basically it uses gamma rays or something like that. There's a radioactive symbol on it, and I've seen them using it, and it's at least at the other place associated with them, and that's basically tells them exactly what's in there, so they'll know if there's lead in there. But everybody likes to have a bar just because it's a bar. It's really called an ingot. But I prefer stuff a bit like this. Now the gold ones you refer to as sovereigns. Now why would I prefer this? I would prefer this because it is very hard to fake this thing in your backyard. Look at all the little indentations and everything. Now there's what they call the American Eagle, which is your gold sovereign, but this is just a American Liberty, which is your silver one, minted in 2011. But the fact it's minted and it's very hard to fake is why I would prefer it. But most people don't, because they like the idea of having a bar, regardless of the fact that I've got a punch set myself that could basically copy those numbers, and then all I'd need to do is manage to copy that small piece there that's not much more than about ½ an inch diameter, and then you'd have a fake bar. Whereas, could you imagine trying to do this in your backyard with all the inherent little bloomin' lumps? So it'd be bloomin' impossible. That's worth about $32, that one. When you buy it bigger like this, it's not 32 times 20, it's actually cheaper, purely because the bigger you go, the cheaper it gets. And when you buy them in 1 kilo bars, they actually knock off a certain extra fee they usually charge, because you're sort of buying it in a bulk quantity. So there you go. Why would I want to buy this? So I can sit on it for 10 years plus and then sell it when I'm building my house. Oh, I have noticed something else too during the GFC, and I'll talk about a bit of that in some of my other videos about going and picking out silver, because I've got a bit of an eye to pick out solid silver stuff over just plated silver stuff, and I have got something that's cost me $5 with quite a lot of silver in it. Yeah.